This is Chief Meteorologist Brad Benwich in Charlotte, North Carolina with your Ski Southeast update. It's been a horrible blowtorch this week, but some good news going into the weekend and really looking ahead to next week's summit that I'm getting excited for. I'll be there regardless of the weather. I'm optimistic we might see some colder weather, maybe even a storm. Let's get right to the news for the weekend. Blowtorch going on right now. You see the warm weather all across the southeast, but look at this. We've got a cold front approaching. It will be rain tonight into Saturday morning, but late Saturday afternoon on the backside, that's snow up in West Virginia. Good news. Not a ton. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but it is cooler, and there's going to be a little bit of natural snow, just enough to put you back in the mood. And it will be cold enough for snowmaking across the southeast, at least for a day and a half or so. So this weekend isn't horrible. We're going to see another big warm-up next week, though, unfortunately, ahead of possibly a bigger change by next weekend. You see the system approaching by Monday and Tuesday. That's a system I'm keeping an eye on. How much snow could we see this weekend? This is really going to be a Saturday night into Sunday morning type thing. You can see the snow up there in West Virginia, even maybe down in North Carolina, though. Again, this is really minuscule. I'm thinking maybe an inch or two at Snowshoe. They're always the hot spot for this setup, but it's more the pattern change. We'll get excited about that. As far as snowmaking potential, let me quickly show you the sub-freezing temperatures coming in Saturday night. Not tonight into Saturday. This will be Saturday night into Sunday. So Sunday actually could be a decent day because you can see it will be cold enough for snowmaking across all of the resorts starting Saturday night into Sunday afternoon even for a little while. So even up in West Virginia, looks like a decent chance to make snow, and you throw in a little natural snow. This should help get people back in the spirit. So let's look long range. Is there potential we could see cooler weather? Well, we're going to see a pretty significant warm-up early next week. You can see we're going to start to see that trough start to build here across the south and a ridge building in the southeast. Excuse me, here comes the trough here. This is the ridge starting to build back in. So watch this as I kind of advance this, and you'll see the warm-up start to take place in the southeast. But what's interesting is how this trough is digging down on the backside. So a really short warm-up for the middle of the week, but by Thursday, you start to see the cooler weather moving, and going into next Friday and Saturday, even into Sunday. Let me back that up because this is Saturday, and this is a really good looking pattern here. This is pretty cold temperatures next Saturday into Sunday. Now, again, it's not a big blast. It's not going to last long. It could last just through Sunday before we see another warm-up going into Monday, but there's a surge of another cold air coming in on Monday. So possibly we could see some bounce of colder weather. I don't, by any stretch of the imagination, expect this to go back to winter like we saw in early January, even parts of December. But what I think we're going to see in March is kind of a lot of ups and downs. Instead of consistently warm, blowtorch thaw going on, I think we're going to see some blast of winter weather and then a thaw in between. Overall, the pattern is looking pretty mild for late March, but early March is looking very turbulent. So if you can time out, like the ski summit or a weekend in March, you may get really lucky because the potential is one of these spring-type storm systems could dump snow in the higher elevations where it's raining everywhere else. I've seen it. So March skiing is always kind of fickle for that reason, but with the big bases on the ground in some of these resorts and some of the thawing that's gone on, we've thinned the slopes out, but there are signs that we could see some cooler weather. So no matter what happens, I'm going to be at the ski summit next weekend. I can't wait. We're going to have a blast down at Snowshoe. Hope you're heading out there. Make sure you go to the website, check it out at skisoutheast.com. Love to see you there. We'll be there the whole weekend. Bringing the whole family. Kids are going to be their first ski trip with Dad, so it should be a good time. I hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy the colder, snowier weather for Sunday, and please think snow. I'd like to get one more good blast before we go into spring full time.